why would you name your kid Tyre?
Maybe they keep their tyres clean.
I don't give a all. You named your kid after rubber that grinds itself on the ground. Asking for trouble.
Is it too soon to say that now they're probably feeling rather deflated?
I know it's bad. I don't care though.
It's fine.
This is the Kill Them With Comedy podcast, featuring true crime, amazing events, conspiracies, unsolved mysteries, and an array of weird and wonderful topics, all for your enjoyment. You're welcome.
And that proves that even people that you would trust with your life can, at some point, go crazy.
So, from what we were saying earlier, I guess you haven't heard of the... Let me get her name right to make sure I'm not... Actually, I got it written down. Nicola Bully. That name not mean anything to you then at the moment?
Not to... Oh, is that woman who's disappeared?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I couldn't give less of a shit, Carl. I'm sorry. I know I should. I know it's something horrible that's happened, but I'm so bored of the news thing. Do you know how many other women have disappeared over the past week since they've been talking about this woman? Probably a good dozen, just throughout the fucking country, have disappeared.
Yeah, but man, this is weird though.
Yeah, it is weird, and I guarantee I know why it's weird. And I said this as soon as I fucking saw it. It was like, oh, the police are saying this about the investigation. I was like, I wonder which special officer or sergeant is the one that killed her then. Because that's the only reason they'd be fucking hide any of this shit. It's the only reason they'd be sort of going, oh, no, she definitely wasn't taken. She definitely wasn't. She fell in the pond. She definitely wasn't taken. Yeah, sure, because you know the fucker who did it, and you're hiding his fucking ass behind a fucking shield again.
You got a lot of anger towards the police suddenly.
I've got a lot of anger towards everyone, Carl. I haven't been able to get any of it out for fucking over a week now.
To be fair, what you said.
There's a boiling hatred of acid just pumping through my system. Oh, you've got no idea.
Using that shit.
Yeah.
So this is weird though. Yeah. So she left the house, took a dog for a walk, and it was while she was at the canal kind of walkway. Like 9 o'clock, she went into a Zoom conference call on this bench, and then 10 minutes later, her phone was found still in the conference call, and she's just kind of disappeared from this bench. It's really weird. I don't like when they say it, and they're pretty sure as well there's nobody else involved. I don't see how.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
The fact that it would be a police person would make sense.
Yeah, again, this is how many fucking times recently have we come across there was this person in the Metropolitan Police and they are actually a secret rapist behind the scenes.
To be fair, there's been a lot lately, ain't there?
A fuckload. I mean, I put money on it at this point. I genuinely would put money on it at this point. The only reason they'd be acting this shady, because there's loads of people, I saw a thing where someone was going the fact that the police aren't actually mentioning that this could be an issue is odd. The fact that they're not doing it is a problem. Yeah. And it's because they know who fucking did it. They don't want to tell you who did it because they know it's a fucking police officer. Again. And you know the fucking reason why is because people like that, they are either one of two kinds of people in the police. They're either legitimately good people who are genuinely trying to help people, and that is the vast majority of police officers. Bear with me, right? Because a lot of people don't believe that, but for the vast majority of police officers, they want to help people. That is why they got into the job, right?
They're the only ones not striking right now.
Yeah, well, the only reason being because they're legally not allowed to.
It's so weird to me that the legality of protesting.
Yeah.
Firemen, sure,
fine. Nurses, fine. Doctors, fine. Lawyers, fine. Police, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah. And they're the worst paid of them all.
Yeah, by far. But again, there's also another type of person who joins the police, and that other type of person who joins the police is someone who's a psychopath, and they function very well in high-stress situations, which makes them seem like they're an excellent police officer. In a lot of ways, they will be. They'll go for things like firearms training. They'll go for things like advanced driving courses. They'll be the risk takers that the police need. But at the same time, a certain percentage of those motherfuckers,
They
will kill people.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that.
It's the same with the army. You obviously
absolutely 100%. And the thing is, you can't really act against that apart from with very, very rigorous psychological evaluations before they even become a fucking police officer.
Of course.
And once they're in, that's it. It doesn't matter because the police will fucking lock ranks around their own until it is really absolutely 100% proven that they fucked up.
Yeah, I was going to say
because they're like a gang. They're like that's what they act like.
Definitely. It's what was that? I saw like a statistic lately. I can't remember what it was now. It was something to do with the police in America. It was. Did you see that last one that happened? I can't remember what the statistic was, but in America, the last police killing thing. I can't remember his name, Tyrese something or something like that.
Oh, Tyre something. Why would anyone call their... Sorry, before we can move on, can we stop calling our kids things like Tyre? I'm sorry, as much as it's a horrible thing that happened, it has kind of deducted from what I feel is the seriousness of the situation. Because every time I hear someone refer to this man of, Tyre was a really... Why are you fucking calling him
Tyre Woodley, I think...
The thing that is the dirty part of a car. Why?
I think that's... You know what? I feel like it would have shown up quicker if that was his... Well, a Tyre Woodley... It should have shown up. Tyre Woodley Police. That should show up if anything like it.
I'm going to search.
The fuck am I... Okay, God knows. I think I'm very wrong with his name here. It was something like that, weren't it, though?
Tyre Nichols.
Okay.
Tyre! Why would you fucking name your kid Tyre?
Maybe they keep their tyres clean.
I don't give a shit, Carl. You named your kid after rubber that grinds itself on the ground.
Is it too soon to say?
Asking for trouble.
Is it too soon to say that now they're probably feeling rather deflated? You know the thing with that?
I know it's bad. I don't care though. Podcasts that I could find on the internet.
Okay,
and some of them get pretty far out there. There's one from old talking point of the show, Howard Stern. On one of his ones. We'll get to that one. I don't feel bad about spoiling that one because it's such a fucking interesting conversation. But it's literally a serial killer at one point called in to Howard Stern's show.
I think I've seen that. You know?
Yeah, and he just literally just goes on about how he's killing hookers and like the way he does it and all this kind of stuff. And Howard Stern's literally like, "Hey, you're a piece of shit then, huh? Yeah, you should probably go kill yourself."
Howard Stern, man, he's an interesting fellow. He
is an interesting fellow. He's definitely he's
who I want to be in radio.
Yeah, he's the prototype of the shock jock. That's realistically what he was, and
he's a lot more like a lot of people have gone like he tries to be very woke now, you know.
I'm sure he does.
He does it all out of his bedroom because he's still. I don't think he's even gone back to the studio now. Still, he's quite old to be fair.
Yeah, I mean he's been around since the fucking
dinosaurs,
hasn't he? So he's had a good 40 years of doing that shit. I can't imagine after a while you're just like, why the fuck would I go anywhere? Just the same amount of people fucking listen from home. What's the fucking point?
Very true, to be fair,
yeah.
Although a lot of his randomness came from into it. I love it when I think is that like a morning shoe kind of shoe? Like
morning zoo, yeah, it's very much a morning zoo type show. Again, one of the things that I really do want to do at some point. But,
yeah, same. We just got to figure out how to differentiate between the two and making sure none of it's actually recorded in the morning. Because
that's not happening.
I'm currently trying to figure out figure out Ofcom rules for radio. I've got to do some little Ofcom rule test thing. And I cannot do it.
Really?
I don't like feeling dumb, Nathan. I feel dumb.
Yeah.
The shit.
It's sort of designed to make you feel dumb because, you know, if you understand those things entirely, then you don't really say anything interesting at all. And if you don't understand them, then if you're all right and they like you, you'll stay on. But if they have any reason they want to get rid of you, they can just go, look at that one there. You fuck that one up.
Don't say fuck. I know that.
Yeah, fuck off with that shit.
That's not good.
That's so stupid. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about radio's rules on what you can and cannot say. Fuck them.
If I go with that frame of mind, I won't get to say that long.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But it's like weird stuff. Like, is it okay to mention young people's names, like that have done crimes, for example? Is it? I mean,
if it's general knowledge, it should be fine, shouldn't it? Like, if everyone knows that these kids are the names, then you're only handicapping yourself by saying it, by not saying it, rather.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it? Whether it's like protecting minors and stuff, but then there's like the the libel stuff and that, and is just saying allegedly instantly, you know, like kind of blocks you from libel. Deflect it completely.
You just go, allegedly, I'm fine now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think so. I
think to a certain extent. It's
one of those tests where you go through it and it doesn't tell you what questions you get wrong, and it doesn't tell you not only, you know, how many you got wrong, even what questions you got wrong. It just said you got some wrong. Go back and do it again. No information. There's supposed to be information for me to read it from.
Yeah, but no.
Can't fucking find it.
I'll be honest with you, Carl. This entire time I've been trying to think of anything funny to add or say to any of these proceedings, and I can't. There is nothing going on up here.
I think that probably helps with some of this, to be honest.
It might do, especially with some of the shit we've got to listen to. I can just zone it out because I won't be hearing it anyway. You're gonna have to deal with the creepy shit.
I'm good with that. I've been watching ghosty stuff lately. I'm cool.
Well, this goes in a slightly different vibe to ghosty stuff, but it's definitely interesting shit.
Well, before we get into that, I'm going to make a note of this. So from what we were saying earlier, I guess you haven't heard of the. Let me get her name right to make sure I'm not. Actually, I got it written down. Nicola Bully. That name not mean anything to you then at the moment?
Not to. Oh, is that woman who's disappeared?
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, I couldn't give less of a shit, Carl. I'm sorry. I know I should. I know it's something horrible that's happened, but I'm so bored of the news thing. Do you know how many other women have disappeared over the past week since they've been talking about this woman? Probably a good dozen. Just throughout the fucking country, have disappeared.
Yeah, but man, this is weird though.
Yeah, it is weird, and I guarantee I know why it's weird. And I said this as soon as I fucking saw it. It was like, oh, the police are saying this about the investigation. I was like, I wonder which special officer or sergeant is the one that killed her then. Because that's the only reason they'd be fucking hide any of this shit. It's the only reason they'd be sort of going, oh, no, she definitely wasn't taken. She definitely wasn't. She fell in the pond. She definitely wasn't taken. Yeah, sure, because you know the fucker who fucking did it, and you're hiding his fucking ass behind a fucking shield again.
You got a lot of anger towards the police suddenly.
I've got a lot of anger towards everyone, Carl. I haven't been able to get any of it out for fucking over a week now.
To be fair, what you said.
There's a boiling hatred of acid just pumping through my system. Oh, you got no idea.
Using that shit.
Yeah.
So this is weird though. It's like she took her dog. Okay. That's the fight.
Oh.
I kind of enjoy that. Looking at your phlegm afterwards.
Oh, you got to look at the phlegm. If you don't look at the phlegm, then what's the fucking point?
It's a healthy thing to do.
You goddamn right.
And seeing how much you can stretch it apart and that, you know.
Yeah, because you need to know the tensile strength. Because otherwise, you're only doing half the fucking work. I mean, this is serious research here, Carl.
And you need to kind of make it see how much you can force it to act like flubber.
That's true. Yeah. If you can actually get it to bounce, then you're onto a win.
So she left the house, took a dog for a walk, and it was while she was at the the canal kind of walkway. it's like say 9 o'clock. She went into a Zoom conference call on this bench, and then 10 minutes later, her phone was found still in the conference call, and she's just kind of disappeared from this bench. It's really weird. I don't like when they say it, and they're pretty sure as well there's nobody else involved. I don't see how.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
The fact that it would be a police person though, would make sense.
Yeah, again, this is how many fucking times recently have we come across like, oh, there was this person in the Metropolitan Police and they are actually a secret rapist behind the scenes.
To be fair, there's been a lot lately, ain't there?
A fuckload. I mean, if I put money on it at this point, I genuinely would put money on it at this point. The only reason they'd be acting this shady, the only reason, because there's loads of people, like, I saw a thing where someone was going like, yeah, the fact that the police aren't actually mentioning that this could be an issue is odd. The fact that they're not doing it is a problem. Yeah. And it's like, well, yeah, because they know who fucking did it. They don't want to tell you who did it because they know it's a fucking police officer. Again. And you know the fucking reason why is because people like that, they are either one of two kinds of people in the police. They're either legitimately good people who are genuinely trying to help people, and that is the vast majority of police officers. Bear with me, right? Because a lot of people don't believe that, but for the vast majority of police officers, they want to help people. That is why they got into the job, right?
They're one of the only ones not striking right now.
Yeah, well, the only reason being because they're legally not allowed to.
It's so weird to me that is, you know, like the legality of protesting.
Yeah.
Firemen, sure,
fine. Nurses, fine. Doctors, fine. Lawyers, fine. Police, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah. And they're like the worst paid of them all.
Yeah, by far. But again, like, there's also another type of person who joins the police, and that other type of person who joins the police is someone who's a psychopath, and they function very well in high-stress situations, which makes them seem like they're an excellent police officer. In a lot of ways, they will be. They'll go for things like firearms training. They'll go for things like advanced driving courses. They'll be the risk takers that the police need. But at the same time, a certain percentage of those motherfuckers, they will kill people.
Yeah,
it is as simple as that.
It's the same with the army. You obviously,
absolutely, 100%. And the thing is, you can't really act against that apart from with very, very rigorous psychological evaluations before they even become a fucking police officer.
Of course.
And once they're in, that's it. It doesn't matter because the police will fucking lock ranks around their own until it is absolutely 100% proven that they fucked up.
Yeah, I was going to say
because they're like a gang. They're like that's what they act like.
Definitely. It's what was that? I saw like a statistic lately. I can't remember what it was now. It was something to do with the police in America. It was. Did you see that last one that happened? I can't remember what the statistic was, but in America, the last police killing thing. I can't remember his name, Tyrese something or something like that.
Oh, Tyre something. Why would anyone call their? Sorry, before we can move on, can we stop calling our kids things like Tyre? I'm sorry. As much as it's a horrible thing that happened, it has kind of deducted from what I feel is the seriousness of the situation, because every time I hear someone refer to this man of, Tyre was a really, why are you fucking calling him
Tyre Woodley? I think
the thing that is the dirty part of a car. Why?
I think that's, you know what, I feel like it would have shown up quicker if that was his, well, a Tyre Woodley. It should have shown up. Tyre Woodley Police. That should show up if anything like it.
I'm going to search.
The fuck am I? Okay, God knows. I think I'm very wrong with his name here. It was something like that, weren't it, though?
Tyre Nichols.
Okay.
Tyre. Why would you fucking name your kid Tyre?
Maybe they keep their tyres clean.
I don't give a shit, Carl. You named your kid after rubber that grinds itself on the ground.
Is it too soon to say?
Asking for trouble.
Is it too soon to say that now they're probably feeling rather deflated?
You know the thing with that?
It's
I know
so
it's
weird.
bad. I don't care though.
It's fine. The other one thing I find really strange
By
about
the way,
that
it is
is,
a tragedy. It is a tragedy.
of
Obviously,
course,
it's a fucking
there's a
tragedy.
reason why you're not hearing as much about it though. It's because that one, it doesn't really work with the whole racism in police, because it was like him and like I think it was like 7 police or something that were involved in it, and like 5 of them were black.
They
So
also
that's
called
black
the
on black.
Scorpion Squad.
What?
Genuinely, the police officers that did it were referred to as the Scorpion Squad by
Okay.
the local law enforcement. It's like, yeah, if I'm going to bear with, because I think I'm right in saying this, but I want to make sure. Bear with.
Yeah, that's great. If so, it just sounds like someone from Avengers. Doesn't it? That sounds like something you get like alongside the Suicide Squad in like. That could be part of the new DCEU.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't what I thought, but it does. It sounds like a fucking. It sounds like a goddamn movie that Sylvester Stallone would have been in at some point in the 80s. You know, like Scorpion.
Yeah. Come on, let's check out the first one of these things then, because I've got a lot of random I'm going to bring
let's
up.
Let's fucking do this, because these get fucking weird as well. I tried to start off easy and then, increase the boiling temperature of the frog.
Yeah, let me make a note of the times then. So 20 with that, and then the first one will be around 21, and I'll obviously.
Oh, before I forget as well.
Guess
what, Carl? Dead Man Dancing YouTube channel has over 100 subscribers.
Oh my goodness!
I got an email through from YouTube, and they're like, "Well done, congratulations! You've got your first 100 subscribers." I'm like, "Fuck yes, man!" Guess how many views? Guess how many views the Tel Aviv and Jerusalem ad breakers got?
God, that was the bigger one, weren't it?
5,000? 4.5 thousand views. Correct, Carl.
Yeah.
Like
you know what you should start doing now, honestly, because they're good. YouTube Shorts.
I think I do need to do some YouTube Shorts. There's one that I wanted to do, which is just the Mattress Man destruction scene.
Yeah.
As a short, because that'll get views.
Yeah, they're like 60 seconds you go up. Honestly, man, because even mine, I got like in one day, I got about 4,000 views on Shorts alone.
Yeah.
That like, obviously,
I much prefer Shorts to fucking TikTok as well. TikTok can suck a fucking dick.
And we don't have to worry about our Chinese overlords surviving.
No, we just have to worry about our American corporate overlords who want to take money away from anyone who swears now.
Better the devil
you can't just not say swears in the first 30 seconds anymore. You've literally got to not swear at all or bleep every fucking swear word. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Be on a short as well, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should. That'll definitely fucking work for your channel as well. In that case, so you could put out like audio snapshots of post-apocalyptic. That'd be cool. That's
not a bad idea. I should really cut out the shorter sketches and put them into shorts. Just for the fact
it's quite easy. It's quite nice, making little 60-second videos, just in the sense of going on and editing them. You get that little feeling of, oh, I did something there.
Yeah, rush, yay.
It's hard to do nowadays to get motivated to do stuff. I don't need to tell you at the moment.
Yeah, I literally I only just about managed to get together the wherewithal to have a wank yesterday.
You know what? Yeah,
what I mean? It's like Jesus Christ, man, and it didn't even make me feel good afterwards. 9 times out of 10 when you're ill, you have a little wank and you're like, it's like 15 minutes of not feeling fucking terrible. And then, no, just immediately afterwards, I still feel like shit. Great. That was a waste of cum.
That's something you should never say to your children. That was a waste of cum.
I'm going to say that to my kids every day.
I know exactly what you mean there, man. But the time when you do it and it just doesn't give you that satisfaction, it's like, okay, I need to do something else right now.
Yeah, that's when people start watching like bondage shit, and that's when shit gets weird, Carl. We're not having that.
You know what? That's one thing they say, actually, that people have got so messed up because they've just got endless porn at their fingertips.
Yeah. I genuinely had that problem. I couldn't ejaculate from sex for a while because I spent 10 years or so just wanking, and that's all I did.
Yeah, you learn
after a while. Literally, you learn the pattern of it. Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I can't do anything else now. So I had to literally just stop wanking for like a month before I actually started feeling vaguely normal again in that area.
And as well, if you want those people to lost control, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Control the motherfucker in the bedroom because I'm a bitch everywhere else. Get this up, ironically. Where's the fuck? Yeah, it's here, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Share
Focusing is
screen.
hard, man. Yeah, again,
There we
like
go.
that weird thing
All
I told you early on, apparently, like the bit that inflames in your brain because of COVID is the same bit that inflames with fucking Parkinson's disease. The
Oh
fuck?
yeah.
Like,
Which one's Parkinson's again? That's the shaky one, isn't it?
yeah, it's Michael J. Fox. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know why I laughed at that.
So yeah, this is the most disturbing radio call that was, given into this particular place. I can't even fucking remember it, to be honest. I set it up like 3 days ago. Let's enjoy it.
We'll find out together.
Yeah.
Wisconsin, east of the Rockies.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I've been listening to you, George, for quite some time now. And there's a few particular callers that claim devil or Satan, and they disguise their voices.
I remember this one now. Pause it. I remember this one now.
And you always
this is going to be
the devil?
So much. Yeah, this is going to be so much fucking fun because you can tell where this is going like a mile off. And the guy who's calling in still acts like he's fucking M. Night Shyamalan. And it is the most ridiculous, like, creepy call-in I've ever found. It's the reason why it's the first one, because as soon as we get to the end of this, Carl, you're just going to fucking laugh. The timing is chef's kiss. Right.
I'm not going to lie, though. Looking forward to the new M. Night Shyamalan film.
That looks good, doesn't it? The shaman.
What was that noise? Back. Then I went off the screen and all I heard was you like. No, yeah, I didn't copy it at all. Well then.
Right.
Okay.
So call them out on and like ask them questions. Lots of people do that, and you always call them out on and like ask them questions. In particular, there's this one guy. His name is Oscar.
I haven't heard from him though in about 3 years.
Yeah, and there's another lady. She claims to be a witch, but I can't recall her name at the present time.
Is that the good witch?
It's the bad witch, and she has a really deep, raspy voice.
Now the good witch is Evelyn Paglini. She has the deep voice.
Witch.
Okay.
But there's quite a few of them that claim to be
evil.
Satan, or the devil, and that's
they
really
claim to be Satan.
For me.
And this man has a problem with it. Can you imagine why this man might have a problem with them thinking they're the devil?
You know what? Sam Smith got in trouble lately for doing a satanic dance, a satanic performance at the Pfizer sponsored Grammys.
Yeah, I just don't give a shit about Sam Smith.
I mean, the same personally.
The thing is, I've never seen someone be such a massive try-hard for attention. Like, it is so fucking obvious that he's just like, look at me! It's like, no, motherfucker, I'm not interested. Fuck off.
Yeah, I can't argue with that in the fucking slightest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. Straight.
Leave that.
It just personally bothers me.
Well, I don't blame you. I mean, first of all, would you ever go out and socialize with them if they think they're the devil?
Oh, because that would be fucking crazy.
If they say that they're the devil, they might have some problems or something.
Yeah,
like
that's not the kind of person I'd want to go out to dinner with.
No, but it just professionally bothers me that they say that they're claiming to be who they say they are.
What if they are?
No, but I know they're not.
The only way you would personally know is if you're the devil.
I wanted you to say that.
What the hell? That was weird.
I wanted you to say that.
What the hell was that?
I know. What the fuck, man? Like, genuinely, this guy is literally just desperately trying to get this guy to lead him down the path where he can say that he's Satan.
You know, I'm not going to
Jesus
lie.
Christ.
Like, when you said, you know where this is going, that is not where, oh God, that is not where I thought it was going.
Really?
No, no. I thought it was like a satanic panic. I thought he was unhappy about the fact they were calling himself Satan because he didn't like Satan.
I knew that twist was coming a mile off. I knew that twist was coming because he was like, "Oh, I don't like the fact that these people are pretending that they're Satan," and I'm like, "It's because you think you're Satan. There's only one other fucking explanation for this. It's because you think you're fucking Satan."
Oh, you want to come with me soon and go on the search for Satan? I'm gonna go ghost hunting.
Ooh, very cool. We did actually. We've talked about that before. We should definitely do that.
Be fun.
As soon as I don't feel like shit, I am down. Yeah.
I want to actually go to like places where they'll let us go in and stuff too. You know.
Oh yeah, you want to find somewhere with like a properly haunted room or something like that.
Well, there's not too far from me. I dropped a message to him today. There's a Blakesley Hall.
Yeah.
Which is just like an old place, and they've got a blue lady or something in the grounds and all these things.
Cool.
It'd be cool to get a spirit box. Be expensive, so it'll take a while, but I want to get a spirit box eventually.
I think we're fine with the Ouija board.
I don't know if I want to fuck with a Ouija, as long as we know the actual prayers, because I've seen stuff go badly on them. I want to be safe.
We'll be fine.
I am not getting.
Yeah, we'll be fine, Carl. Don't worry about it.
You say that. The one of the ghost people I watch all the time at the moment, they had an attachment, all this stuff. Put on that they got cancer now. Yeah.
That can just that could just happen, though.
Yes.
But it's the first time I've ever heard the claim that ghosts cause cancer.
Yeah, but who would say that? Who's going to go to the doctor and be like, "Yo, I got ball cancer. It was a ghost."
Yeah, a ghost just kept on just manipulating them, and I didn't say no.
I'd be down for that. It'd be fun. Maybe do a little bit of Ouija board, and I'll just be very much one of those people that, as you leave, I'll be like, "You're not allowed to follow me."
I don't think that's how that works, to be honest. I don't think there's any way of stopping it. We all know the Lord's Prayer. I'm sure that's enough. I
don't even believe in a lot of that shit. Like,
of course not. But you know, when in Rome, you know, if you're getting attacked by a fucking demon ghost.
Yeah, I believe in demons and shit. Well, I believe in something, whatever it is, I don't know. Yeah. And all those people that are like, I see the spirit of a small boy.
I think it's a lot more likely if demons and angels are a thing that exists, they're going to be a lot more unknowable. It's like, have you seen that thing of like the actual depiction of what an angel looked like in the Bible? It's like a ball with thousands of eyes on it and wings coming off of it in every direction. It does not look like a person. And that is the accurate description, according to the Bible, of what an angel actually looks like. Which, to me, sounds a lot more like a fucking... Yeah, it's a DMT trip type thing. But it's also a lot more like a horrible eldritch creature from like, Cthulhu mythology.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot more sense to me, is that a lot of these religious things, they don't exist as people actually believe them to be. They're not, like, benevolent or evil or anything like that. They're just an unknowable creature that doesn't live within the same sort of boundaries of reality that the rest of us do.
Yeah.
Can sort of move in between dimensions in a way that we don't understand how to do.
We understand the concept behind that kind of like interdimensional things. We understand
exactly, but we don't actually understand the mechanism of how it functions.
Yeah,
that's what I sort of see that stuff as. It's just unknowable entities. You know.
And aliens.
If
it's anything, aliens too.
Well, to be fair, that would count as an alien, and an extra dimensional alien is still an alien.
Transdimensional. Yeah, I heard that word thrown around.
Yeah.
What's this? I've got Travis the Chimp Up.
Oh yeah, this is just a call in.
He looks like he looks like he is on some stuff.
Yeah, so basically this is just a simple call in. It's not actually about anything. But this guy literally,
it's not about anything.
Yeah, it's about a specific subject, but it's not really him that's being creepy. There are certain things about the way he describes it that are creepy. There's certain ways about the way he sort of views animals versus people that's a bit creepy. But at the same time, it's a sort of just a genuinely creepy story that someone comes into a radio show with. That sort of, yeah, it's disturbing, man. It's worth a listen.
Piqued my interest.
I know, right?
Sorry, we get Greg on the phone.
Oh, Greg. Okay. How's it going?
Hi, good. I'm a fan of your writing.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to mix up such an old news story, but I couldn't find anything that you said about the topic, and it seems relevant to your interests, so I thought I would bring up Travis the chimp. Do you remember him?
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, he was a highly domesticated chimpanzee who lived in a suburban home in Stamford, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I know this chimp.
And he was raised just like a human child, starting from the week he was born. Yeah. By the time that he was 14 years old, which would be somewhere around age 20 in human years, he slept in a bed, he took his own baths, he dressed himself, he brushed his teeth with an electric toothbrush.
Really? When was this?
Well, this happened in early 2009.
Oh.
I like the fact that
he
this
ate his
guy's
meals
got
at a table and enjoyed
a
human
very
food.
clearly sort of slightly autistic delivery. Like he's quite clearly memorized this entire thing because he thinks it's very important to his worldview. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of a few of these like domesticated chimp.
Oh yeah, and it's going to end in exactly the way that you expect it to.
Yeah, of course.
Foods like ice cream, and he used a remote control to watch television, and liked baseball games, and he even used a computer to look at pictures on the internet.
Huh.
What?
And
hold
it
on.
goes without saying that.
So the monkey knew how to use the internet, apparently.
Monkey's looking at Pornhub, man.
Of course it is. Yeah, you know.
Travis was very overweight.
You know what? He would love to hairy ladies at least. Oh, I fucking hope so, anyway.
He was 200 pounds when he should have been around the low hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually taking Xanax.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't find any information about why he was taking it, but it just
his owners actually gave the monkey Xanax.
You know what? Actually, that makes sense. Actually, in some fucked up way.
Yeah, it sort of does. But at the same time, unless you're a medical professional, it's probably not a good idea to be giving any dose of something that isn't intended for that specific animal to that animal.
I don't know. If I was living with a chimp, I would want it to be dosed up to fuck.
With
I wouldn't live with the chimp. Don't get me wrong.
I wouldn't be anywhere near a fucking chimp. This thing that people have in their head that monkeys are somehow cute or friendly in any way is absolute fucking nonsense.
They eat their babies.
They don't give a fuck, man. They hate. They really do.
I like that noise. That was good.
Oh.
Say a lot that he was giving it at all. And basically, I think Travis wasn't really any different than a mentally handicapped human child. But anyway, one day in February 2009, he was acting very agitated.
I mean,
and
I don't think it would have been like a human child at all.
No, not at all. This is where it starts to get interesting. You really start to see inside this guy's mind.
I'm guessing that's the guy who had the chimp, and that was the last thing he looked like.
No. This is just literally that's the guy who called in.
Okay.
But like whatever his thought is, it's fucked, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Point grabbed his owner's car keys, went outside and started beeping from car to car, apparently wanting to go for a car ride. And he was acting very aggressively, so his owner called her friend over to.
I'm going to tell you why it's
calm down and go back inside.
Okay.
And once she arrived, he immediately attacked her, and his owner tried to stop him, but couldn't, and she even resorted to stabbing him with a knife, but nothing worked. And she said that after she stabbed him, he looked at her as if to say, "Why'd you do that to me, Mom?" Because apparently that was what the relationship was like, no different than between a human mother and a human child.
I didn't hear
so
that.
after the stabbing, different than between you do that to me, Mom. Because and she said that after she stabbed him, and his owner tried to stop him, but couldn't, and she even resorted to stabbing him with a knife, but nothing worked.
Yeah.
And she said that after she stabbed him, he looked at her as if to say, "Why'd you do that to me, Mom?" Because apparently that was what the relationship was like, no different than between a human mother and a human child. So after the stabbing, she called the police, who arrived 12 minutes after the attack, at which point her friend was pretty close to dead. And once the cruiser came up, Travis went over to it, tried to open the locked passenger door. He smashed off the side view mirror, went over to the driver's door, opened it, and the cops shot him. He fled back into the house, where he went to his playroom and bled to death. And this might not seem very relevant, but I'm bringing it up because afterward, everyone was condemning his owner for saying how irresponsible she was for raising a chimp like it was a child.
Fucking true, right?
And that she should have known something like this would happen because chimps aren't supposed.
Obviously,
they're not
fucking
wrong.
true. Yeah, you shouldn't be raising a chimp like a person because obviously there is something very different between a chimp and a fucking person, right, Carl?
What happened to the good old days of people not even raising their own children?
Yeah. Instead, they have to raise a fucking monkey.
Yeah. Gee, there's plenty of children to go and kidnap in the world.
Yeah, go kidnap one of those kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Si?
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, you're about to hear this person's entire sort of mental way that he views people, and it is a bit fucking weird. Ready?
Okay. Go back.
One was condemning his owner for saying how irresponsible she was for raising a chimp like it was a child, and that she should have known something like this would happen because chimps aren't supposed to be living in civilization. They're supposed to be living in the wild among each other. But their criticism stops there, and the implication is that there's no way anything could have gone wrong in his life if he had been living in civilization as a human rather than a chimp.
Indeed.
In Travis, because he brings up questions about this whole process of child raising.
This guy's weird.
Yeah.
Isn't something which just happens to gently exist without us having to do anything, because every newborn child, human child, is born in a chimp-like state, and civilization is only sustained by conditioning them for years on end, so that they'll accept it for what it is. Right. And since we've gone through this conditioning, we can observe a human family raising a human child, and I'm sure that even you have trouble intuitively seeing it as something unnatural. But when we see a chimp in that position, we visually
I'm so lost here.
This person thinks that animalistic aggression is basically just the normal reaction to living in society.
Is that what he's saying?
That's what he's saying, okay?
Okay.
We can either keep going or you can take a guess at what this guy is in real life. What he did specifically.
Yeah. Is it a stabbing man?
You're not far off. You're not far off.
A cannibal?
No, not that far. This is Adam Lanza. He was the Sandy Hook shooter.
Oh, okay.
This man shot and killed 26 people.
I was about to say school shooter. That was the next one I was thinking, you know.
Yeah. This is a snapshot inside the mind of a school shooter. This is what Adam Lanza thought of society, how it works, and more importantly, what he thought the natural effect of society was on people's mental state. He is basically saying that he sees this animalistic rage as perfectly natural.
Right, okay.
It's once you sort of register that.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out where the hell did this come in? No, a chimp? Like who is this chimp?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. He is the chimp in this situation. He's basically saying, look, I could do something like this. I feel like this is normal. I feel like this is what society does to people and chimps. And he doesn't really see any differentiation between chimp and person.
Okay,
you know, there's nothing special to a human life to Adam Lanza.
I mean, that's not surprising, I suppose.
Yeah.
Someone that would do that. Yeah. That's weird. That's very weird.
I mean, we can keep listening to the rest of it if you want, but it is basically just more along these lines.
Listen, let me check out a bit more.
Know that there's something profoundly wrong with the situation. And it's easy to say there's something wrong with it simply because it's a chimp. But what's the real difference between us and our closest relatives? Travis wasn't an untamed monster at all. He wasn't just feigning domestication. He was civilized. He was able to integrate into society. He was a chimp actor when he was younger. And his owner drove him around the city frequently in association with her towing business, where he met.
Okay, yeah, this guy's crazy, and no woman's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's just mental nurse, man. That's
that is literally that is a snapshot inside the
yeah.
mind of a school shooter.
That part's cool.
Yeah.
The idea of, like, you know, hearing the words of, it's why we love true crime things. It's why it was like a lot of the Columbine stuff. I've seen things on that, you know, like the people that did that. It's a constant, like, trying to understand those or the other side, you know.
But I mean, yeah, ultimately it just comes down to the fact that there's a lot of people in America, clearly. I say a lot, percentage wise it's very small, but there's enough of those people in America that it's a problem. And that mentality, that sort of way of viewing the world, of viewing the I was about to say sanctity of life, but I don't really believe in that as a term. The sort of the preciousness of human life.
Yeah.
It's a very strange way of looking at it.
So he just doesn't have a respect for human life in general.
None,
really.
None at all. No respect for human life. No respect for society as a whole. Doesn't believe in the goodness of humans in any particular way, which you can quite clearly tell.
Yeah. So she just sounds like a full-on psychopath.
Yeah, 100%. And the thing is, like, there's people out there who will listen to that and will venerate it. They'll be like, "That's brilliant. Oh, I love this guy because I'm going to be a school shooter too." And if you are that kind of person, I'll tell you what, you're just kind of pathetic, mate. You're just a bit of a fucking...
Be a school stabber. Do it right.
Well, yeah. Be fucking hardcore about it. At least have someone have a little bit of a chance back at you, you know?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But genuinely, like, I've never understood the school shooter thing, because it's this thing of like, oh, I'm so cool. I'm a non-conformist. I'm going to be better than you. I'm better than you. But at the same time, I have to punish you for being better than me. It's like, you're just pathetic. It's just a lack of empathy, of emotion, and it's not cool. It's not interesting. It's not funny. It's just sad. It's really sad, because you listen to that guy and you think there's something fucking wrong here. Something has clearly gone wrong in the way that he lived his life, and I think the parents are almost
nurture
certainly
makes
a big
huge
part.
difference. If you talk, I know you mentioned that.
Because that thing where he breaks when he's talking about his mother.
Yeah.
Well, not his mother, but the chimp's mother, and that reaction, you can tell there's something there that upset him. You can tell that there's something about the way he was raised where he feels that he's been hard done by. Whether that's real or not, I don't know. Whether it's something he manufactured in his head from mental illness, or whether that was helped along by particularly nasty things in his life. I don't know the answer.
Probably all of the above.
Yeah, probably.
Well, that's a good one, though.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? This is from Sir Daniel Fortesque.
Fortescue, dear boy, Fortescue.
Oh, look at you. Keeping up and helping out a young, what the fuck am I talking about? A small YouTuber.
Yeah.
312 subscribers.
With only 3 times more subscribers than I've got.
Well, he's got another one now.
Hey, there you go, Sir Daniel Fortescue.
You better be good, because it'll get taken off very soon, most likely.
Yeah, come talk to us, and we'll have you on the pod at some point. I bet you got loads of creepy shit like this. It'd be brilliant.
Well, let's see who it is first.
Yeah.
We ain't bringing a school shooter on.
Yeah,
so this is contestants, yes.
This is pretty much what it says on the tin there on the screen. Creepy radio broadcast. Yeah, it's a guy who's running who's a security guard. He's literally listening over the radio at one point, and he starts hearing this on the radio.
Okay.
Here's the explanation.
Oh, okay. My name is Cody Erickson. I am a swing shift security guard at a bank management building in Utah. Inside the office I work in, there is an old AM/FM radio that my supervisor uses to listen to talk shows during his shift. I can't be fucked with the rest of that.
Basically, he was messing with the radio and he discovered a really creepy broadcast on AM radio. Now, that's the old school radio.
Yeah.
Now, there's a couple of bits that sort of go in and out. It's almost like it's not necessarily blocked by anything, but it could be one of those ones where you've sort of almost got to de-encrypt it to get it to actually play properly. You can only hear little snippets of it.
Okay.
But it is interesting.
Yeah, well,
whether it be fake or not, I don't know. It could easily be fake.
Yeah, when it comes to this kind of stuff, you never know, man.
Exactly.
It's part of it, and it's like ghosty stuff too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't worry, it takes a while to kick in.
Oh, I hear something.
Full scale. Ready?
The only bit that ruins it is the bit right at the end here. Hang on, go on.
The what?
Wait. See, that bit seems fake as fuck. That last bit is fake as fuck. Because it's just literally someone going, rip her apart.
Any sexual to me?
Yeah, but the thing at the start, it seems fucking weird, man. I don't know what it is. It could be fucking fantastic acting for all I'm aware, but it sounds like
sounds like an audio recording to me. I don't get it. It just sounds like a crap recording.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like what no one's been able to find a recording of anything that matches that. No one's been able to find a TV show or a radio show or anything that's sort of matched along with those words. Now, obviously, as I say, it could be a prank. With these things, it almost certainly is a prank. But it's just an interesting little thing. You know, someone was walking along, they had a little bit of a listen, and that's what they found when they were having a listen.
Very sorry, Sir Daniel, but I'm removing your subscription.
Oh, dear. Wow.
I was not impressed by that.
Not impressed by that one.
Not impressed by that one. Even though it sounded more ghosty than anything else as well, to be fair, too. And obviously, I'm into that at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is with that one, it's like it's both interesting because it's like clearly suggesting dark subject
Things.
matter. Yeah, that took a long time for my brain to fucking work there.
I've been pretty quick, really, to be honest, man.
I'm tired, man.
Let's get another one on. Let's see what this
Let's get another one on.
Okay. Oh, I can't use a keyboard. Even worse. Yeah. Okay. No, but wait, did I get
That's the same one.
Is that the same one?
That's the same one. That's the same one.
Oh, bum. What is happening here? That was definitely that one. Somebody must know it. I swear it wasn't that. Unless I just typed in the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's a different
Ah, there we go.
This one's interesting.
Okay.
This one is literally someone who's escaped from someone's fucking basement and is calling the police to tell them that he's just escaped their basement. Yeah.
Like the fucking was it Jeffrey Dahmer had a thing like that, didn't it?
Yeah, not far off. This is more modern, but yeah, not far off at all.
Yeah. Okay, cool. There's so many.
So yeah, M-Live obtained 911 calls to this particular thing. He claimed he was running away from a creepy guy in a basement. This was apparently got by the Freedom of Information Act request. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Okay. There you go. 911.
November 25, 2019, 16:48:48.
Charlotte County 911. I was trying to get away from some creepy guy. He had me tied up in his basement. I'm sorry, what's that?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what's that?
Some guy who had me chained up in his...
I've been listening to some of the calls from like the whatever they called, like the first responder, the police people.
Yeah.
I listened to one the other day, and some guy had shot himself in the foot. He killed his whole family basically.
Fuck.
And it was just weird. The verbiage they were using was just very strange.
Yeah.
Basement. He had you chained in his basement? Where are you calling from? I don't know. I don't know this road. Are you on from here? Okay, hold on 1 second. Looks like you're on Tyrell Road.
Right away.
It could be. Are you walking? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I don't even have shoes on. 3562. You start for Tyrell Road just east of Morris Road. I don't know if I should try to go to someone's house. I don't know where I'm at. 67 standby. 3562. Can you start for Tyrell just east of Morris Road?
I hear him already setting up the police.
I'm trying to put out a call.
Find him. Because he was talking to units there. That's what he was doing. He was saying, he was talking to units there, to actual police officers, to say, right, get to this road now. Try and find this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in someone's basement, just fled the residence. He's out on foot.
Are you probably on?
Okay, you know, safe if you can run up to somebody's house. Where are you at right now? Are you able to get away? Help me. Help me. 6-2, he's running towards the house. This guy's trying to come after him. I'm trying to get further. Okay, I need an address where you're at. I'm trying to get it.
You know what? It'll be a really hard thing if you're in your house and you got your family there, for example, and someone's just trying to like get in the house. Like it would be a hard thing as to whether to let them in. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you don't trust that shit.
Yeah, you just don't know, man.
No, you can't. You can't.
Where are you on? What's their address? I need their address. He won't give me the address.
What?
Yeah.
On the street road, at least, you know.
Can you tell me what? I need their address. What is your name?
You just asked him his
name.
Are
you outside or inside?
Yeah, but redacted for the.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find someone to help me. Are you in the road? I have some state troopers that aren't very far away. I don't know where.
Are you in?
Well,
Where are you at right?
I'm on a white house across from like a barn.
Okay, are you close to the road? Can you see an address on the mailbox?
Yeah. I'm too far away from the mailbox.
I'm sorry?
I'm too far away from it.
I need you to give me an address so I can send the troopers to.
It's a weird one.
Look for a mailbox.
Okay.
Can you see a mailbox? Are you on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road now.
6, 2, and 12. He's running down the road, trying to get an address or a mailbox or something for him. Kind of hysterical. You just see a mailbox and tell me what the address is.
910W.
It's like, how do they know? Do you know what I mean? It's like they haven't got the address, but go on the road. We've got someone near to you.
Oh, that's because they can track what street he's on using the phone.
Okay, yeah.
But you can't track exactly where on the road.
Yeah.
Say if it's a really long road, which someone in America there
It's
are like thousands of.
It goes by the cell tower as well, doesn't it? I know I've read
Yeah.
that. Like which one it pings up on and gives you like a circle around it or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Hero?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he's in front of 910 West Tyrell. He's at 910 Tyrell.
I love that they didn't block that out.
I'm on the clock. What's your address?
Let me can I talk to whoever you're talking to?
What's your address?
3562 and 12. We're going to be at 910. That's the house they're at, 910. He's talking to a homeowner there. Last name. Can you spell that? Okay, just take a deep breath and spell it for me again.
There's a lot of that.
You could listen to it in the first.
Okay, do you know where the house was at that you were at?
It was not even a mile down the road going, I don't know what way.
Surprising how many details they asked on the phone, like initially.
He's a trooper.
Okay.
I see both of them.
But
He sees a trooper, he sees both of them.
no.
Probably the best sight he's ever seen in his entire life is two police officers.
With the trooper.
No, but I see the trooper right there. He just, trooper is right here.
Okay, go ahead and talk to them, but you're going to have to point out where the house was at that you're in, okay?
Okay.
All right.
This is an actual
Go ahead and talk to the
story
there.
in America. This did actually
Okay, so
to the arrest of the
You can hang up
person.
with me.
who was,
Sounds legit.
All
Right.
yeah, it's fully legit, yeah.
I was worried it was going to have an ending like, where they took him back or something,
Yeah, no, nothing like that. This is just we're getting now into the real shit. The next few ones are pretty fucking real too.
What are you doing to me, dude?
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, that was an interesting one, that was.
Yeah, right. Literally, guy escapes from a fucking basement and we get to hear the fucking call.
Speaking of dude as well, talking about Jeffrey Dahmer. What's this? Creepiest unedited phone calls made. The Golden State Killer.
The Golden State Killer.
Which one was
Not
it
one I
again?
knew about
No.
personally myself, but quite an interesting one. Like, this guy literally goaded the police so fucking hard.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoy that when they do that though.
Yeah.
Oh, him. Yeah. James D'Angelo. I've seen this fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was around for ages, wasn't he?
Yeah, he had a long run, especially considering how much he fucked with the fucking police.
The good old days of the what's that fella called? The Zodiac Killer.
Oh, speaking of which, we've got something from him later on.
Look at it.
Mm.
Find that quite interesting, I must say.
Yes.
Yes.
Right, here we go. So yeah, this is from True Crime Magazine. This is all about the Golden State Killer and his phone calls that he made directly to the fucking police. And as I say, they only ever recorded 3 of them.
Okay.
This is 1977, the first call.
I think that's quite early from what I've seen in his thing. What do we say?
So yeah.
Oh, wait, come on.
Police department sheriff speaking. You never even catch me, you scary rapist, you dumb fuckers. I'm gonna fuck again tonight. Be careful.
Weirdest fucking voice. Not what you were expecting, was it? That was not what you were fucking expecting.
No, not at all.
It sounds almost cam. His voice almost sounds cam.
Oh, right, okay.
You scary rapist, you dumb fuckers. I'm gonna fuck again tonight. Be careful.
I'm gonna fuck again tonight.
Yeah, we're
Careful.
looking at a lot of.
He sounds like fucking. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like Al Gore from fucking South Park. That's what he sounds like. I'm gonna fuck again tonight, you fuckers. I'm super serial.
I like it. Right there. Okay.
Hello? Yes, Raider? Honey? Yes, Raider? I'm sorry, Mr.
That's all they got.
Oh, okay.
On the initial call, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this
that
shit's
was supposed to
fucked.
be the same. That came from the same number, I'm guessing. Then.
Yeah, so this guy flown back, yeah.
Okay. Oh God.
It's creepy. Imagine hearing that.
Hmm. Blame your father.
Sounds like he's wanking.
Dark Invader. Pew pew. Oh God. Nope. Nope.
Not happy with that one.
I've never had so many goosebumps in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
My goose pimples.
That's real. That is an actual serial killer calling someone, telling them that they're going to kill them.
I don't know how they know for sure though.
Oh, because stuff happened later on, Carl. There's a reason she was referred to as a victim.
Okay. Well, yeah. Look at that part.
Yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
let's do the recap on this one just for 4 days later. A man claiming to be the Golden State Killer called the contact counseling service and said, I have a problem. I need help because I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
Okay.
Weird, man.
Okay, yeah. It's weird that happens a lot.
Well, yeah. I mean, I suppose if you're being told constantly that morally what you're doing is fucking abhorrent, which it is, eventually there's got to be some part of you that hopefully still has some humanity left. You know, even if there's a compulsion to do it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, a lot of the time, compulsion. Yeah.
Yeah.
How he comes out. I thought there's one about this guy who was really into this one woman and like dug her up. He wanted to lie with her for a bit, like get her in his bed. Sorry, 1 moment. Yeah. Hello? Okay, cool. Okay. My mother's made me some gloves.
Ooh.
Because my fingers get cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one's especially creepy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
like
let's listen to the end of this bit as well, just obviously.
Okay, there's more.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. Or is that the end of it? Oh no, that's the end of it. They didn't have the recording of that then, obviously. Yeah.
That's creepy as fuck. That is especially creepy.
The thing is, with them calling in and saying they don't want to do it anymore, and then with this bit here, they continued the raising of psychological abuse by taunting at least 3 previous victims. And they seem to just suddenly stop. You do have to wonder if maybe the Golden State Killer did the only thing that they could possibly do to stop themselves, which was fucking kill themselves. You know.
Well, I mean, we ended up getting him, so he was still alive.
Oh yeah, of course.
He was. What was it? 77.
Oh no, yeah, seemingly stopped, and the deranged killer disappeared without a trace.
Yeah, he was apprehended in 2018. That was.
He? I didn't know that bit.
Oh, did you not know he'd been gone?
No.
Yeah, James D'Angelo.
Oh, well, there we go.
Old-looking dude. Like, let me share the screen for you so you can see. I know I've like sort of thing on him. Where is it? Share screen. Joseph D'Angelo. That's the bugger.
Oh God.
This was when you said, the boy's not what you imagine. I was like, no, it's really not what I imagined.
No, it's really not. No.
When was that? Did you see a date for when that other one was, the last one?
It's 2001.
Oh, was it?
Oh, 17 years until they actually fucking identified and caught him.
You might be right in that case then, though, because that's where he was apprehended in, what did I say? Oh, 2018. Okay, what the fuck am I on about? He was a
police officer. Oh my God, he was a police officer.
Once again, like you said, what a surprise.
I mean, yeah, like what a fucking surprise, dude. It all comes back round.
Yeah. Like I said, it's an easy thing for them to do. Everyone always says trust the policeman and that,
that's the thing. Police officers also know exactly what other police officers are looking for in terms of evidence.
Yeah.
No one's going to clean a fucking crime scene better than another police officer. No one. They know exactly what they're looking for. They know they're looking for prints. They know they're looking for fucking DNA and hair and things like that. It's even better if they can be one of the officers working the case. If they can be one of the officers working the case, then the minute you find their DNA on anything, it's like, oh shit. Sorry, I must have fucked up, guys. I'm so sorry. I must have.
You can get DNA in so many ways anyway.
Yeah.
Being in there, they will get DNA. They have to like take the fingerprints of everyone in there, the DNA of everyone in there, and be like exempt these.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
it's fucked, man. It's so fucked.
That man's creepy. We'll have to look at him properly sometime then, because that was a long time. I didn't realize it was so recent.
Yeah. We've got more. What was the next one? I can't remember what the next one was. I think this one might be Mr. Zodiac. So
this is Howard Stern. This one.
Oh no! Oh my god, this one's so interesting. Yeah, let's go for this one.
I'm here for this. Let me share the screen back. There we go.
This is a long one. It's about 17 minutes of total content. We don't have to listen to all of it. You're going to get a very real idea of what this fucking guy's problem is very fucking quickly.
Okay, cool. I mean, it's Howard Stern as well. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Doing it. So maybe he thinks I have an answer. Is this Ed? Ed?
No, this isn't Ed.
Oh.
You haven't killed any prostitutes?
No, I never said my name was Ed.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's okay.
What name do you use?
You can call me Clay.
Clay?
Clay?
Yes, Clay. Okay, Clay. So what happened? How many prostitutes have you killed?
12.
And you're wondering why you do it?
I have a pretty good idea.
Why? Did your mom beat you? Did your mom spank you?
Was your mom a prostitute?
No. Actually, nothing like that.
What is it then?
I think I just do it for the sense of the power.
All right. Do you have sex with them first?
Also, pause this for a second. How fucking fantastic is Howard Stern as an interview off the bat here? Like, immediately, he's just like, boom, 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 boom. I know exactly what fucking questions I want to be asking this motherfucker. Like, he is not fazed in the fucking slightest by this person being like, I'm a fucking serial killer. Howard Stern is like, all right, you're a fucking serial killer. Fucking tell me how, you dirty little cunt.
Would you be interested in having a conversation like that? Because I would be.
Fuck yes, I would be.
Yeah.
Yes, I fucking would. Holy shit.
Well, let me tell you about the next guest on this show. He's a murder man.
Live from the Washington State Penitentiary.
Well, there's an actual podcast that comes out of a prison.
I'm sure there is, yeah. That
I can't remember what it's called.
sounds like a modern life, to be fair.
Yeah. I'm here for it.
Did you strangle them?
Once.
Great question.
How else did you kill them?
Sorry, even I've strangled more than one prostitute.
Up your game, motherfucker.
I'm actually more
consensual strangling.
Yeah.
Also, if we rendered and paid for.
Times with a hammer.
Always pay your prostitutes.
And where do you do this primarily?
A hammer. He killed him with a fucking hammer.
I've done it twice in a parking garage, and then the rest of the times on the side of the road.
And you're from the New Orleans area?
Yes.
Pause.
I mean, what are you?
Did you hear that pause? The reason being, and you'll find out in a minute, he didn't know that he was actually talking to Howard Stern at this point. He thought he was still talking to one of the researchers before he got onto the actual show, which means this motherfucker just said on live radio without realizing it, his location. Not specifically, but he's told them what fucking state he's been doing.
Yeah. Okay.
That pause is very real, man. If you go back a couple seconds, you will hear that pause again. That sudden, what?
Exactly what you were saying as well about knowing the questions to ask and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
With a hammer?
Rest of the time.
And where do you do it primarily?
I've done it twice in a parking garage, and then the rest of the times on the side of the road.
And you're from the New Orleans area?
Yes.
And I mean, what are you? You beat them to death with a hammer?
Why would he even say it then? Like, you know.
I know. Why would you ever tell anyone?
Yeah.
So fucking
well, apparently, I suppose unless you want to get caught is usually how it goes. Like subconsciously, they want to get caught.
I think with serial killers as well, it does come down to a thing occasionally of just like, well, I want to be known. I want people to see my work. You know.
Yeah. It's going to be one of the two.
Yeah.
That usually only takes once, and
dude, you got to have a lot of anger in you.
Yeah.
Yes. Fucking yeah.
Well, why do you need to feel so powerful?
He's got some issue with women, but like some shrink's got to look into it. It's not even worth. I mean, you might as well just kill yourself. 15 people, and that means you're heartless.
Yes. Again, Howard Stern being a fucking Boss, motherfucker.
Wow.
Oh,
I need
you may
to
as well
put more
just
respect
fucking
on this
kill
man's name.
yourself.
Kill small animals?
No, I've killed a rat.
Yeah. See, a lot of guys start out killing kittens for some reason.
Yeah, they kill something before they start with humans.
If my kid like killed a kitten or something cute, I'd probably just, figure, well, this is it. They're going to be serial killers.
Kill them.
Dude, you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And you get away with it, I guess, because they're hookers, and so far nobody's... What?
Is this Howard?
Yeah. Hello?
You didn't know.
Hello?
I didn't know this was Howard.
Yeah, it's Howard.
Of course.
Yeah.
That realization
What
that
a
he's
minute.
just told the entire
My
fucking
Howard,
nation that he was in New Orleans. Was this Howard?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know this was Howard.
It's not like he has an extremely recognizable voice. Not extremely recognizable, iconic at all.
And he's got his fucking his sidekick. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
There with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you must recognize her voice as well, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh. People are amazing, man.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, a bit more.
No, I've never killed a kitten.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well,
Rats, I don't mind you killing.
But how'd you kill him?
a rat.
Yeah.
Stepped on his head, I bet.
We had a big flood a couple of years ago, and it's not actually a rat. It's called a nutria rat. And I clubbed it to death. It got in the kitchen at my work.
So how old were you when you killed your first woman?
16.
And you must be a powerful kind of guy, big guy.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
I wasn't then.
Right. And when you killed your first one, did you go in there knowing you were going to kill her, or it just sort of happened?
I knew I really had it planned out. You know, I wanted to do the whole sending clues.
Right.
Oh yeah, are you
to baffle people? But it turned out no one noticed for a long time.
Right.
Yeah,
like you killed her on the side of the road?
Such a fucking
Like you said, he's one of the
fascinating
people.
snapshot. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
He's one of the. As to what you were saying, he's one of those people blatantly who wants the adulation from it.
Yeah.
Notoriety.
And again, what a snapshot inside the head of an actual serial killer. This thing of like, well, you know, I kind of had it planned out. But what I love most, what I love most is this is a serial killer that I would be. If I was a serial killer, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to plan out all these different things. I'm going to leave clues behind. It's going to be awesome. And I'm going to get to him just like, oh, I'm not sure I can be fucked.
Oh, why
I'll
can
just kill another hooker.
Only way to get away with murder is to do it naked.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay.
What did I see that on? I saw it on something. The coming up with the perfect murder. What was it?
See, if you drop like pubes or shit, that's a problem. Like,
you can't have pubes.
Yeah, you got to shave yourself down. So you basically got to be a human mole rat before you.
You gotta be smooth.
Yeah.
And hope that they don't come and ask you at any point, where's all your hair?
That's always fear a bald man. You can never be 100% sure around them.
I think that's a good way to live life in general.
Yeah.
Like morning people.
Yeah. They're just weird. Hang on a second, I've got a cough again.
I'm gonna put a bit more.
Her that was the parking garage.
Okay. And then what'd you do with the body? You dumped that somewhere?
I only got it invented. You button.
Yeah, actually, I think she's probably one of the ones that they found.
Yeah.
But let me ask you something. You were sending clues that you were going to do this?
No, I was.
He was going to
doing that.
He was going to leave like a note for the newspapers, and
But you decided not to.
He didn't want to be famous or draw attention to himself. But my problem is,
that's what I wanted to do. But
but you did, but no.
Oh no!
I never sent the clues. I never left anything. You know, I wanted to have my own little signature.
Right.
I wanted the thumb paint.
Oh,
Oh, really?
What do you want to do?
Thumb paint with their thumbs.
Thumb paint what, though?
I don't know.
Oh, anything. Years ago, it just seemed like a good idea.
Like you take the girl, you.
That's not even an original idea as well.
Yeah.
He's not from a
this
comic book.
is so fucking uninspired. He's literally like trying to take something from a comic book. This is the world's lamest serial killer. He can't even be bothered to do the thing that he was planning on doing, which is a rip-off of someone else's shit anyway.
got all his
But again,
ideas of being a
that's a
grandiose
snapshot of the mentality.
Batman
He thinks
villain.
he's more special. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. See him how he does against the Dark Knight. Not well.
Never.
Right, let's
Itchy
see
my
this
balls,
other
give me
one then. The new lineup, man, for the DCEU sounds good.
No, I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna lie. They're doing what is it, the Brave and Beyond? I forget what it's called. My favorite, my favorite incarnation of Batman with Damian Wayne as Robin. Fucking love that.
It'd be pretty cool. Yeah, it's the sort of slightly happy-go-lucky Batman in comparison to really dark and nasty Robin, which is an interesting vibe.
Yeah, crazy little. Hopefully, like a 10-year-old or something like that would be cool.
Yeah, but vicious little fucker. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he is, man.
Yeah, he is.
Super crazy. He's awesome. Okay, let's get this next one up then.
Oh, no, hang on. We're not quite there yet. There's one more bit of this that you really do need to hear.
Okay, I'm more than happy to.
Yeah.
Killed, you dip your thumbs in paint, and then you do like a thumb painting?
Yeah.
On a piece of paper?
Yeah.
Now, after you kill somebody, do you play with the body?
Actually, the closest I've ever done to that is I always make sure I pay them and I make sure they keep their money.
Oh, really?
When they're still alive.
How
but, with one of them,
that?
I did.
How fucked is that? He actively makes sure he pays the hooker first, makes sure she's happy with the pay, and then kills her. What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, his moral compass is so fucking warped.
I don't know if he really, goes through rates with them. From the sounds of it, it starts pretty quick, the murder. Maybe they agree rates beforehand.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in ancient Egypt. That's what it is.
Yeah, here, have that to go with you across the river of whatever it is.
Yeah, he's the Wakandan River. It's the one you're thinking of.
Is it?
Yeah. Go and get the heart-shaped herb.
Keep going as well. One more bit of this is also fascinating. Truly fascinating.
In a compromising place.
I see.
But this one, it had a penis.
Oh, it was a guy.
Yeah, I didn't know at first.
So do you ever get, do you think the reason you're so angry is because you were abused or something?
No, I wasn't abused, Howard.
Where's your family?
You got a wife?
I mean, you got a mom, a dad, a wife, children. You got any of that?
I've got a couple of kids, but
no wife.
Not married to the mother.
You're a white guy?
Yeah, Howard, that's pretty funny because the only suspect they had when they started finding the bodies was a black police officer.
And pause it. What we have just found out.
Now they know what case it is.
Yeah, we know what fucking state he's in, and we also know that he was previously involved in a crime which was originally put onto a black police officer.
Yeah,
we have just cut down the fucking crowd by a significant fucking margin.
White guy, kids, not with the mom, particular area. Yeah, he fucked himself completely here.
Yeah, he's a fucking retard.
Do you know what happened to this dude in the end if they got him?
No idea. Genuinely no
a
idea.
little quick bit of Googling.
Let's do some Googling. Let's fucking do it. We got time.
Yeah. I forgot his fucking name now. Howard Stern. Howard Stern. Jesus. Howard Stern.
What a fucking interview, though. Again, just shows how good Howard Stern is at his job. He is just right in there. Boom, 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 boom. Building up this idea of what this person is.
Mm-hmm.
And fascinating. Fucking fascinating.
Here we go. Okay. Storyville Slayer, with a nickname given to him. His mode. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about. No, he hasn't been gassed or anything.
God
damn. Yeah, probably. In all likelihood, they probably just haven't tried that much.
No, I mean, there's so much information there. This seems like one of those things where if there was one of those crime podcasts where they go and find out what the fuck's happened. This is a prime fucking candidate.
Yeah,
there's so much. Yeah.
That'd be a really cool documentary.
You're goddamn right it would.
Well, we know what we're doing now.
Yeah. We're going to find the Storytime Killer.
Oh God, I wouldn't. Yeah, I was about to say.
I haven't listened to. I haven't listened further than halfway through this, by the way, so I don't actually know how this ends.
Well, we know they don't get him.
Then we know we know they don't get him. Yeah.
On to the next one.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one because we don't want to steal from Howard Stern. If you want to have a listen to the rest of the interview, it's all there. It's all fascinating.
Accompanied by
This is fucking brilliant. Now pause this. This is supposedly the actual Zodiac Killer who called into an actual radio show or TV show and was talking to them about it. Now, it's never been 100% proven that it's the Zodiac Killer, obviously, but it is.
He knew a lot of details, didn't he? Stuff.
He really did. He knew details. Apparently, knew details that weren't open to the public as well.
Yeah. There's been, which is really strange though, because there's been a few variations of that, and they've never like the film that they did. I really liked.
I still haven't seen it myself.
Oh, watch it, man. It's like they have different actors for depending on the story of the when someone survived. They use like a different body actor or something depending on how they described them. Because some of the people they described him as like this really tall, stocky guy, or people said he was smaller. So depending on that story, you know.
Yeah. The thing is, as well, was the Zodiac Killer just one person, or was the Zodiac Killer a group of people? We don't know. I think
it must have been more than one.
I think so as well. I genuinely think so.
Okay, let's put this.
Attorney Melvin Bella, accompanied by police and newsmen, waited 45 minutes today to keep a rendezvous with San Francisco's Zodiac Killer of 5 persons. The man who made the appointment never showed up. The meeting was arranged this morning when a caller, identifying himself as Sam, reached Bella on a KGO TV.
He was one of those people, like you said, trying to get loads of notoriety, wasn't he, in that though?
Yeah.
But even like the Golden State,
I mean, that's
the codes in that.
Yeah, no one did the whole, gloating to the police as well as the Zodiac Killer. The Zodiac Killer really was. He's like the Riddler, basically. The closest thing we've had to the fucking Riddler, genuinely.
Yeah. Even in the new the Batman film, it kind of looks like the Zodiac Killer.
You get the vibe that guy definitely was into the fucking, was using that as a basis. You can tell, like the director was using that as a basis as well. Like so fucking obvious.
He said he was the Zodiac Killer and needed help. Here's how it looked and sounded.
Yeah.
Talk to us. Just tell us what's going on inside you right now, Sam. Please.
I have headache.
Right. How long have you had those headaches, Sam? In a long time?
Since I killed a kid.
What? Was it before December that you had the headaches?
Yes.
Were you in service that you might have had an injury in service? Did you ever fall out of a tree or downstairs? Were you ever unconscious?
I don't know.
You don't remember. Does aspirin do you any good?
No.
Doesn't do any good. Sam, that stuff never did me good either when I had headaches. Sam, let me ask you a question. Did you attempt to call this program one other time when Mr. Belli was with us? And you what? Did you try to call us one other time about two or 3 weeks ago when Mel Belli was with us?
Yes.
And we couldn't get through. The phones were tied up. Was that it?
Yes.
Sam, let me ask you this. There's some reason why you go to a particular doctor.
That's fucking interesting, though. Like, if this is actually the Zodiac Killer,
which it seems likely it could be.
Yeah, that's a really interesting fact to know that there's something psychologically very wrong with this person. Obviously, but I mean, like, physically as well. There's headaches involved. There's something is physically not right in that brain.
Yeah, whether it's something to do with brain damage, as you were saying about getting hit and knocked unconscious, or it's like drugs, that kind of shit, and just some psychosis and stuff can do that in general.
Yeah, it can. Yeah,
a lot of things.
For a particular priest, and some reason why apparently you wanted to talk to me or Lee. Is it that you feel that we have compassion for people who get in trouble? Or is it you feel that we can do something for you? Or is it you feel that we're have enough integrity that if we promise you something?
I love how he's like talking to him like a fucking GP though at one point.
It's sort of,
Not tried aspirin.
yeah.
Not doing it for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the only real way to communicate, if you know what I mean. It's the only sympathetic angle that you've got with these people, because you can't sympathize with the way they live their life. You can't sympathize with what they do, but you can sympathize potentially with something that has happened to them.
Yeah.
And it's that's obviously what he's trying to do. He's trying to build this rapport.
Humanize him, humanize himself to him so that he'll meet him as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But we're going to skip to it. Well, let's find out what
it's a very different fucking way of doing it than Howard Stern.
Yeah. Very different vibe. Very different vibe.
This would have been
but
great.
The Zodiac Killer seems more interesting and seems like an actual,
why he wanted to talk.
An interesting case. Was fucking that other serial killer dude is just literally he's so fucking lame as serial killers go. Just basically I just kill hookers. Oh, do you have any particular reason? Not really.
I will say though, I'm not a fan of serial killers that use guns. It's lazy.
That's fucking lazy. Yeah, fuck that
Very
shit.
lazy.
You're not a real serial killer if you're doing that shit.
No. I don't know what you are. You're
just a murderer. Just a standard basic bitch murderer.
You're basic bitch murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very good way to put it.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. Did you play?
Why did you want to talk to Miss Light, Sam?
I don't want to be hurt.
Okay.
Doesn't want to be
That's
hurt.
film
There
right
we
there.
go. Yeah.
That guy, if you can see on the bottom, the middle, furthest right, that was one of the suspects in the film.
Yeah.
The big dude.
I mean, it's interesting, We've had some really interesting sort of looks into creepy shit, but also actual murderers' own ideas on philosophy and life. We've had a school shooter who sees humans as equal to chimpanzees and nothing more. We've seen another man who taunts people by trying to fucking rape and kill them and shit like that. The Golden State motherfucker, who again, police officer. Like, for fuck's sake, man, what is this shit? And I mean, we've seen a real deep dive into that Howard Stern serial killer.
Oh, it's good.
Like, yeah, man, that shit's fucking interesting.
Like I said, the level of him, just the way he's talking to him, it's just great.
Yeah.
Like, I would have loved to see Howard Stern then talking to Zodiac. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
What's that? I'm trying to have a look. What that? I know there's a new series that's come out on Netflix about Zodiac. I think it was Netflix. Let me just have a quick look.
It seems like their vibe to do. They've done Dharma. They've done various other things. It's like
it was something about trying to this one guy being his dad. That was it. His dad might be the Zodiac. Something like that. I think it might have been Disney actually, after all, because I love how fucking Disney have shit like that.
Yeah, Disney got some fucked up shit.
Disney has some proper fucked up shit on there, man.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I saw Barbarian on Disney. I think that was fucking brilliant.
I watched Wakanda Forever earlier, with the rest of it.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that.
Very dumb film.
Yeah.
Yeah, surprisingly, a film that doesn't have the main character in it, the title character. Not that great.
Yeah.
Name
I'll be honest as well. Like, I don't dislike Black Panther as a movie. I think it's a good movie, but I don't think it's the best of the Marvel stuff by a long shot.
I think in many ways I prefer this new one than the first one, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got the first like technical mutant in there as well, or the oldest mutant, I think.
Yeah,
Namor was a mutant originally. Namor was cool.
Yeah.
But it's just very much, what was it? There's a lot of murder.
Yeah. I don't need. It's more supposed to be about like fights, than just
They
sort of,
fight.
yeah, but just murdering people is a bit lame.
It is a lot of murder. At this point, I don't know what would be like. What's the one above? It's like they have TV. No, TV. It's not rated R, is it? It's the one below that. PG-13.
Oh,
PG-12,
that thing. Yeah.
PG-13 or something for 12 over here.
Yeah.
12A. That's what it is over here.
Yeah, 12A. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's good. There it is. The most dangerous animal of all. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. It's what's the guy fella's name? Gary Stewart searching to find out if his dad was a Zodiac Killer.
I mean, that's a pretty fucked up thing to think about your dad. How shitty was your dad that you're like, yeah, he's probably the Zodiac Killer.
Couldn't have been good. Couldn't have been good.
No, could not. No.
I think I'm going to look into that more, the Zodiac stuff again, because I did find that really interesting at one point.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting shit. I mean, they're starting to think that they might have figured out who it is, because they're starting to be able to, with the use of like advanced
DNA in that.
Well, not even just DNA, but also cryptology or whatever it is. The sort of deciphering of the messages. They've got technology to help them now, so it's a lot easier.
I don't think they've even. I think the one's still not been deciphered though, because a lot of it sounds like gibberish from what they've said.
All it'll take is them to put it through like a particularly smart AI of some kind, and it will just go, yeah, it's this. Why the fuck didn't you figure it out previously?
It could do, yeah.
Honestly, like that shit happens all the time with the AI shit at the moment. It just goes, well, it's just a pattern. There's your pattern. It's one. There you go. It's done.
Yeah, it's what the Enigma machine. There you go.
Yeah,
I know that's something to do with it. I know what I'm going to bring on for the next episode, by the way. Yeah, I did acquire, and I found a website with it on, and I think there's other names that aren't on there too, but the full Jeffrey Epstein flight log list.
Ooh, that's a good one.
There are some interesting names on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bet there are.
Yeah, and I've heard other ones, so I'm gonna make sure.
The weirdest one to me was always Chris Tucker. What the fuck was Chris Tucker doing on that plane?
Rushing for an hour.
Is that what we're calling it now? All right.
All right, then. Get some plugs out the way.
Yeah.
I know myself, the only gig I have coming up at the moment is the 23rd of February.
Because
it is impossible for me to get gigs right now.
Yeah, my next one I think is May. I think something like that.
Is that the Erdington of Laughs?
That's the Erdington of Laughs, yeah.
Once again, I just didn't get a place for that.
Yeah, I don't know why. To be fair, he did say that he was sort of getting quite a lot of people asking.
Yeah, people say a lot of things.
Yeah. Regardless, I should be there. I should be doing new material if I can actually get around to doing it. The problem is at the moment is, honestly, it's just I still don't have a working fucking car. There was a time, I think last year, almost around about this time fucking last year, when I had to cancel a load of fucking gigs up north because I wasn't going to be able to be sure that my car would fucking get me there.
Yeah.
And that's still the case. It's a fucking year later, and my car is still a bag of shit that won't start reliably. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And then basically, until you've got like reasonable guaranteed transport, there's literally no point in me saying, "Oh, I can get to this gig," or "I can't get to this gig."
Yeah, it's one of the harder things, obviously, of course.
Yeah,
travel is always one of the biggest issues in general.
Yeah, I used to really enjoy it as well. I used to just turn my fucking engine on and go and do something. And
Yeah.
you know what? I miss that so fucking much.
You turn a train on.
Fuck trains. I'm not sitting on a fucking tube full of snot. Other people's snot. I'll sit in a box of my own. Thank you very much.
We're all strong enough now.
I'm fucking clearly not.
No, we're just all. It's like you can't get worse at this point. You know, we've all got the brain fog. We've all got motivation issues. We've all got.
You know why this happened as well, and this is going to sound racist, but fuck it.
Okay.
I was watching a clip about 3 months ago where it was from the Joe Rogan podcast, and it was a guy basically saying, yeah, China are fucked at the moment because they've just come out of lockdown again, and they've got 3 or 4 different strains of COVID that have never been seen anywhere else before, and they're all mixing together in this big pile, and it's fucking a load of people over. They've got more hospitalizations again. Yeah, they've got more fucking long-term COVID effects, which is what this is. This is fucking long COVID. And the reason why we're all getting it now is because guess what just fucking happened?
Chinese New Year.
Chinese fucking New Year. So a bunch of fucking people went all over the world from China in various different fucking places, and the Chinese government was just like, fuck it. Go ahead, enjoy yourself. We're not going to check anything on the way out. Fucking spread it round, motherfucker.
Are you sure that there's not limited travel to China, though, at the moment still? I don't know.
It doesn't matter how limited it is, because this shit isn't showing up on fucking tests. That's the reason why I thought it was flu initially, is because I thought it was just like, oh, I've done 3 fucking lap flow tests and it's not come up as positive, so I guess it must just be the flu. But no.
Oh, I mean, COVID never went away, remember?
Yeah, no, but these new strains are sitting there like, oh yeah, fuck you. You can't detect us with lateral flow. The only thing you can detect us with is a PCR test, which they're not giving out very readily. So,
I haven't heard what are the new strains supposed to be? I haven't heard them.
Oh yeah, there's not names for them yet because it's all from China, so they haven't really acknowledged that it's a thing. They haven't really acknowledged that there are new strains there. It's just underground news reporting going like, yeah, well, there's this many people getting sick with these symptoms over here, and there's this many people getting sick with these symptoms over here, and these symptoms here, and then in the middle, everyone's getting all of the symptoms combined. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. It doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure out if you think that your country is breeding a new form of a fucking virus that fucked a load of people over, maybe don't send them all over the fucking world. Jesus Christ.
Well, once again, though, this is what they wouldn't care about sending them. Shouldn't bring people in.
This is the fucking. This is the
I don't
Chinese
think that they are.
government's entire fucking way of dealing with shit is basically pretend it didn't happen, and then when it becomes everyone else's problem, blame them. Fuck the Chinese. Not the Chinese people. Fuck the Chinese government specifically. Fuck the Chinese government.
I mean, there's a lot. Have you seen the Chinese like kind of spy balloons that have been around lately?
Oh yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Why has this come to here? I mean, it is the thing though. Let's be honest here. The Chinese government is always spying on us and
yeah,
everyone
they've
else.
always been the fucking worst. Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, everywhere's been pretty shit for a long time.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
some of the shit that the Chinese government does, they've literally just been like, hey, look, you guys, you're all enjoying this land you've got here, yeah, where you're farming. Fuck you. We're going to build on it, and then you're going to live in it, and then we're going to blow the entire town up with an accidental rocket strike, and we're going to say it was no one died. Remember that one, Carl? Remember the biggest unintended explosions when that fucking rocket just flew down onto an entire Chinese village and wiped it off the fucking map?
Oh yeah,
that's the Chinese government for you.
I mean, do you really, when you want to compare
Xi
them,
Jinping is the biggest fucking piece of shit that's ever existed, and I can quote.
Let's be like fair about it though too. Yes, Chinese government terrible. American government.
Almost
when
as
you
bad,
when you look at the levels of how many innocents were killed in the drone strikes and that every time how close they were, very bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think all governments just don't give a shit about their people.
Oh, they don't get. Well, that's the difference, you see, is that the Americans do give a shit vaguely about their own people.
Oh, really?
Not as much as they should, but they do kind of, at least to the point where they present that way. Whilst the Chinese government is basically, fuck you, do what you're fucking told, or we'll kill you.
You know what? I don't think there are any requirements of coming back and stuff. Just taking the test and that when you get back to see if you've got anything.
Yeah, and again, the lat flow tests don't fucking work.
The one of them haven't worked most of the time.
Yeah, that's the thing. They started sort of getting after the third or fourth wave of whatever it was. You know, people would start having to do multiple tests because it wasn't going up as easily. Well, now they just don't fucking show up at all. I was at the doctor's and the doctor said to me, "Oh yeah," because I thought it was the flu and then I had a chesty fucking infection afterwards.
Chest infection. No.
Chest infection, yeah. But he was like, "Oh no, it's probably COVID." I was like, "What?" But I did the test. He's like, "Yeah, no, it's just not showing up on the tests anymore. It's PCR or nothing." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck, motherfucker? Why the fuck did I waste money on the fucking lat flows then? Are we just paying off the fucking drugs companies for the stock that doesn't work anymore?"
Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But no one's going to say that, because if you said that, then people would stop buying the fucking useless tests.
Did you do a PCR test?
Nah, you have to order one of those, and I can't be fucked. I know this is COVID because I've only ever had this fucking this response from COVID.
Yeah, but you don't know it's COVID now, though. It could have been old COVID, you know, or long COVID and effects still.
Oh, no, because the first time I had COVID was just before I went into hospital. So that was about June last year, I think it was. Late June into July. And that fucked me up really, really fucking badly. For about 3 weeks, I had these sorts of effects afterwards. And then it cleared. And once it was cleared, I felt 100% again. I felt completely fine. My cognitive abilities were back. My taste was back. That's another thing as well. I never had the weird smell changes.
Yeah.
But I have had that this time.
Oh, okay.
I never had it on the previous strain, but I have had it on this one. Specifically, my parents were cooking vegetables, fresh vegetables, in a pot, just to go with, you know, some dinner later, and they had a little bit of Chinese 5-spice powder in, just to give it a bit of flavour. Well, to me, it smelt like someone was fucking boiling sweaty old boots. That's literally what it smelled like.
The cabbage, so.
Oh, mate, it was the nastiest fucking thing I'd ever smelled. And more importantly, after I went downstairs, after they'd finished cooking it, it smelled like urea. Like that really, right, urea is the strong smell that you get after piss has been sat in the toilet for way too long.
Oh, I know that smell.
Yeah, like Portaloo piss smell. That is urea. The entire fucking house smelled like that to me. I have no idea why, but it made me feel so fucking sick.
That's so random.
Yeah, and again, it's COVID. It's fucking COVID.
Yeah.
You know.
At least it's not a more severe one. That's the only thing to.
I mean, it's more severe than the previous one from various.
Yeah,
reports.
it's pretty minor, though. I'm saying.
In comparison to
you're not dying,
like Ebola or whatever, it's all right. Yeah, but it's knocked me on my ass. Like I the first week I had ridiculous fevers and coughing and sneezing and well, actually I say sneezing. The sneezing only really came along because I was blowing my nose too hard and it started trickling down, causing me to sneeze.
What?
Yeah, I've got this thing where like if my sinuses get too blocked, if I sort of blow them too hard, a little bit of like thing will like drip down the back of my nose and it just tickles enough to make me go.
Okay. I think I know what you mean there.
Yeah.
Okay. Like
it wasn't so much I was sneezing from the actual infection itself. I was just sneezing because
I did that with coughing more than anything to try and get.
Yeah,
shit
the cough was the worst bit. I'm still coughing shit up. It's fucked, man. I can't stand this shit. And more importantly, it is the brain stuff that annoys me the most. I can't think straight. I can't like normally if I was ill, I'd be like, yeah, sweet, I'll use this as some time to maybe do a little bit of writing or something. I can't write for shit right now. I can't hold 2 fucking thoughts in my head for longer than half an hour.
The attention for me more than anything.
Yeah.
Is going off. But well, yeah, I mean it's a different thing, but
it's hard. It's really hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a good person when it comes to illness stuff because I'm very much a
yeah
kind of person. Like, I don't know.
For the most part, I don't think I've ever really worried about being ill before until I actually came across COVID. Because that shit, man, it is a different kind of fuck you. It really is. It's nasty. It's so like cruel as a virus, because you think you're getting to the end of it and then it hits you over the head with all the dodgy weird head stuff and the not being able to think straight, and I'd much rather just feel like shit for 2 weeks and then be fine, not have this middle ground afterwards. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's the long period getting over it from yeah. Like I said, I don't know if I ever did have it. I feel like I must have, but
you must have done at some point.
Yeah, it was very chill for me, so I was lucky with that. I got more severe reactions on the fucking vaccine. I was one of them, so
yeah, weirdly, I didn't get very much of a reaction at all from the vaccine, but I suppose
I would much rather fucking. I've had the proper like my chest hasn't felt the same since.
Yeah.
Like the whole inflamed heart thing. And it's like I've literally it hasn't felt the same since. It's been weird.
Yeah, for me, it's always been the brain stuff more than the sort of the heart stuff. I've never really felt that much of a problem chest-wise, but yeah, it's so horrible knowing that probably the reason why I feel like this is because there's a section of my brain that has been inflamed by a virus.
I mean, that's probably true for many of things.
It's almost certainly true for a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah. I still prefer
it's weird, man. There's never been a more obvious sign that your brain is just a computer and it can go wrong at any time. You know what I mean? It's fucking horrible.
Well, I mean, I think those recordings we were listening to earlier confirmed that.
Yeah. Shit can go wrong in people's brains.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I am gonna go and watch some. Oh no, it's not. It's Love Island soon. It's not quite Love Island yet. Yeah. I've been watching some Love Island still. It's very interesting watching these people be cuckoo. They're actually getting a bit angry in this one too. Like I said, for the 2 before during COVID, it was just like people were just happy to be at their house.
Yeah. Now they're all pissed off again.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You're in there, and some guy is trying to bang the girl next to you. They even bang. You put the work in for a week, and all of a sudden, and then you're supposed to be having a talk in the morning about who's banging who, and
that sounds like a fucking nightmare to me. I can't imagine ever wanting to be on a show like that.
I would go on Big Brother in an instant.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
First of all, no rent for like however long. That's cool.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Right now, cost of living, man.
Yeah.
You know, you get a budget for food you want to eat.
It's not the same career move it used to be, though. Back in the day, you could go on Big Brother and then you'd end up presenting the next 3 fucking seasons or whatever. Or you'd end up on fucking Brainiac.
That's a good thing to end up on.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't really work that way anymore. You just end up sort of.
Look at Alison Hammond. You don't know who Alison Hammond is, do you?
Which one's that one?
The big black lady with the really funny laugh.
Oh, that one! Yeah. She annoys me.
I like her.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably used to know somebody near me. Or probably didn't know. She's probably a friend of a friend, but it was one of those people who was like, "Yeah, I know her." Been at the house.
Yeah. I don't know. She's too everywhere. That's the problem with her.
She is everywhere.
There is not a fucking show she will not turn up on for a paycheck. I swear to fucking God.
You're not wrong. I mean, that's you know what? It's kind of true with like all of TV though, because lately I've been watching a lot of like the old Coronation Street, the old Emmerdales, the old Where the Heart Is has been on as well.
Fucking hell, all right.
Yeah, all the old classic shit, man.
Yeah.
And you see all the like modern soap actors popping up in them from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Just notice their face right away. I'm just the whole episode. I'm like, what are you from? I know you're face from something. I'm like, you're Nana McQueen. That's who you are. That's who you are. Or you're Kane's brother.
Yeah.
Don't know why I didn't name him Abel. Just thought about that.
Yeah, probably should have done.
The soaps are quite good, and there's also a good thingy show at the moment that I'm watching. A good chefy show with Mr. Gordon Ramsay and 2 other people. Don't know who they are. It's like a 3-tiered kitchen. And then it's like a crappy place on the bottom that looks like some kitchen nightmares, an okay kitchen in the middle, and a swanky one on top. And it's next level chef. And there's like, have you ever seen the film, was it The Cube or The Ledge? Something like that. And there was like a cube of like food going down level by level. And the rich people would get anything they want. And whatever was left by the end for the people at the end, they just dealt with that.
Why do they keep trying to reinvent cooking shows? I don't get it.
It's interesting. What do you mean? This is the only cooking show where you have an actual chance of falling to your death.
I don't need that. I just need
decapitated.
to eat food. That's the whole point.
Oh, it was to watch people try and cook food and fail badly and then laugh at them.
Yeah, that's fair.
To make yourself feel better about yourself.
And how you can't cook, yeah.
Yeah. But I can go to the kitchen and use whatever I want without a platform going up and down. It's like Ninja Warrior meets cooking.
I don't need that.
I
don't need that. I don't need that in my lexicon. Really, I don't need that.
Hey, that, and then you see it. Like, wow, I was missing this from my life. This is what I was missing.
I don't think that's true, Carl. I don't think
the Chinese could have told you. They'd have been spying. They'd have been like, "God damn it, this is what we've been missing."
Yeah, well, the Chinese, you can't trust them for anything.
You can trust them to. I'm really struggling to think here. To make stuff.
No, you can't. It falls apart.
And then they'll make it again. That's how they got the money. I think that's smart business, personally.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something about how, like, it was saying that in like 2 years, it's expected it's going to be like a.
Yeah.
One day you will find that mute button, and we will all be happy.
Yeah, sorry, that was a bit immediate. What the fuck?
If anyone that can't see it, just taking a picture of your phlegm.
I'm not taking a picture. I'm just looking at it under a different light.
I'm so good at working.
I genuinely thought I was done with this shit. I genuinely thought I was done.
In fact, I just play right.
Yeah.
Especially if you smoke as well.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard not to, but it is fucking difficult.
I personally, I always find smoking kind of soothes my throat when I know it's weird.
Well, yeah, it definitely. I know it sounds stupid, but it definitely makes me cough up a load of the nasty shit after I've done it.
Yeah, and really hot showers as well.
Yeah, I need to have myself a fucking hot shower.
And have you ever done that thing like what's it like this salt, the menthol salts under like the steamy thing when you put your face over it?
I've never had access to it really. All I've got is like Tiger Balm stuff, which I've been huffing. Like
it's stuff you can make it very easily. Like just have to have a look how to do it. It's menthol crystals actually. That's what it is. There might be that might count the Tiger Balmy stuff.
Yeah.
If you boil that down or something.
Yeah, it might work. I don't know. I mean,
it might get really high actually. To you probably check that.
Yeah.
That sounds like you might be gassing yourself. Actually,
It might be. Oh god, I'm starting to slow the fuck down.
you go. Are you sleeping okay at the moment, at least?
Yeah, sort of.
That's one thing, at least. Then.
Yeah, the problem is I sleep for fucking like 10
you've been,
hours.
Yeah, you've been lethargic and sleeping a lot, and you said.
And then I wake up and I feel okay for like 2 hours, and then I feel fucking tired again. Then you go to sleep for another 2 hours, and it just about gets you to the end of the fucking day. It's
I've been trying to. Well, I'm slowly detoxing now over the next like few weeks. Not completely detoxing. I don't know. I'm in two minds of how to go about doing it.
Yeah,
I wanted to try different things, but I'm doing something right now anyway.
Yeah, a reduction, if anything, is not bad.
Yeah. But it's just annoying too when I have I was talking to my mate the other day, and just out of nowhere, he just became one of those people that weed is terrible. Weed is really bad.
Nah, fuck that.
What's that? How?
Nah, weed isn't terrible. It's a tool. You just need to not use it too much.
Yeah, I've just been indulging too much lately. That's the main way to look at it.
I've been indulging too much for like 3 years, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know,
as you get older, I think not having those detox periods that I give myself normally, I've noticed this since I've done it last.
I never really gave myself that much of an opportunity for detox because it's
helpful if you can do it.
I mean, it's probably a good idea to do, but I just never fucking bothered. It's a lot of effort to detox, and you feel like shit. So why would I do it?
And when it comes to bud as well, like arguably, it's kind of pointless once you get to a certain age.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to drink. We'll say. I'll say.
I was going to drink today, but I'm just not. I'm not fucking.
Well, I'm going to drink a gig though, because I do not want to have a random weird feeling at a gig and stuff.
Yeah. No, I was going to do another. What's Nathan drinking? I can literally see the bottle over there, but I'm not drinking whiskey right now. Fuck that shit. No way. No fucking.
I don't know. That might help. I don't know really.
It wouldn't help me. I know vaguely what my body wants, and it's not something that makes me more dizzy at this point.
that makes sense actually. That's the thing though. As you get older, you do learn what your body. You learn your own body. You figure it out.
You figure out what you can and can't do.
All right then. I'm gonna go off and get off then.
That's fair. Oh, do you want to do plugs before we go? Because I don't think we actually did plugs.
Good fucking point. What plugs do I have? I've got a lot of shorts that people seem to like. I'm going to make some more because people like them.
Good reasons, any?
Yeah. Same reason I make my porn. So same reason I do that too. Episode 50 of the In Your House Comedian Podcast coming out soon. That's cool, actually.
Very good.
Episode 50. Killed Me Comedy. Oh, Wrestling with Egos. You can get me every. Well, I don't actually know what day it comes out, in all fairness, but one of the days in the week, I talk to Americans about wrestling.
Nice. That's
because wrestling be cool. It's WrestleMania season as well. It's the best time of the year for it.
Wrestling's sort of developed itself to the point now where either you're into it or you're not, but it exists and it's staying. It's a cultural touchstone.
It's a soap with testosterone.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad acting.
Yeah.
Complete with those slaps too.
As for my stuff, there's there's the Mattress Man ad breaker that could definitely do with a few views if you guys are interested. It's a different vibe. Yeah, it's up. It's a different vibe to the other ones because it's more in the style of like one of those like internet story videos, on YouTube where there's someone who'll be like, and this person suddenly disappeared for no reason at all. And it's like, well, what did the security cameras, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it's about a superhero mattress going fucking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's in that vibe, but it is funny. It is worth your time. At one point, I refer to a mattress cartoon as looking like a stocky cockney like Ray Winston, and it's one of my favourite photoshops I've ever done. So
I've seen some of the bits of it. I remember you showed me some
Yeah,
of the little bits of
yeah.
it, and I did like it.
That's literally that's the worth the price of admission alone. Just seeing Ray Winston's face just superimposed on
And
a
it's
on
free
a mattress,
anyway.
man. Yeah, it's good. It's good
Price
shit.
of admission. You cover the price of admission.
Yeah.
We're fuck off.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I can't word either.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Fucking
see,
hell.
your
I'm gonna be
brain
doing-
is melting, Carl, and it's because of the illness.
I think everyone's brain is just melted. But to be fair, this feels like my normal kind of level. So if everybody else's brains melt around me, that might be good for me.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, you might become what is it? In the land of the blind, the one-eyed king. Well, the one-eyed man is king. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Not if you wear glasses though.
No.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting back gigging though. Got some new stuff to try out. I've got a lot of jokes I've written. I need to get them in my head. I haven't had a chance to do new material. That's been an annoying thing.
Yeah.
Nobody will give me a fucking gig.
Yeah.
I don't say that was bad stuff.
No, I'm worried that I'm going to struggle really hard to find gigs.
Join the fucking club.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I don't know. There's been a change in stand-up comedy, and I'm not sure I like it. There's a lot of like.
It's not the same.
I know
thing,
it sounds really bad, but there's a lot of people who are pushing really hard to get really high up in places where they haven't necessarily earned the
that has
the work to get there. Like I know it sounds bad. I know it sounds like me being fucking
No, it's true though. Like you see people trying to go for like paid gigs a lot earlier than we ever would have before.
Yeah, it's like I
still
don't go up for paid gigs.
I
still don't go up for paid gigs.
Should
I might, maybe I should, but I don't think that I have enough material, and more importantly, to just draw from. But more importantly, I don't think that if shit hits the fan, I can control a crowd to a point where I feel like I can guarantee it. And I think you kind of need to be able to do that if you're going to call yourself a professional stand-up comedian. You can't just have enough material. You have to be able to, when shit goes fucking AWOL, just be able to rip shit out your fucking hat and just work with it. That's the sign of a true comedian.
Who the hell called us a professional comedian?
Yeah, well, if you're getting paid, mate, you're professional.
Semi-professional, you get paid.
Yeah.
Professional is like TV credits and stuff too.
Nah, well, you know what I mean.
I think.
But I don't know. I have always had it in my head that I wouldn't really start looking for like proper gigs until I felt that I could control basically any crowd that you put me up in front of, because I don't want to waste someone's money. I don't want to go up on a stage thinking that I'm going to fucking kill it and then fuck it up majorly, and then that person goes, well, I'm never fucking hiring you again because when the shit hit the fan, you didn't fucking do it. And again, like the thing is, I'm sure there's people out there who can do it from a very early time, but it's not everyone. And at the moment, everyone seems to be trying to do it, and I just find it fucking infuriating.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I
get what you're saying.
I just do.
But yeah, I mean, different kind of comics. I think it's a different.
I think it's a different kind of comics, different attitude to what comedy is. And if it works for them, great. I'm not going to tell them that I hate them. I'm not going to tell them that they've got bad material. If it works for them, it works for them. But I personally don't want to be putting myself up for something until I'm sure I can do the job properly.
I don't know how you could ever be sure of that, in all honesty.
No, as sure as you can be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I think having the voices is the perfect way to do that. Control it, like, you can just kind of It's a great skill for it, in my opinion.
It works. It works when you want it to, you know.
If you can do it.
Yeah.
And it works. Sure. There's very few voices I can do.
Yeah.
Well, I think my voices are amazing, personally.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. People say do French. I'm like, I can do French. I mean, it is quite easy.
Yeah.
They say do Swedish. I'm like, yeah, I can do Swedish. I can. Hanging.
It's close enough, isn't it? Yeah.
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 I was actually impressed myself then. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And did you finish everything off then?
Yeah, that's it. To be honest, I'm starting to fucking flag here.
Yeah. Get yourself to sleep, and we'll do one soon again then, because we have to go through this flight list.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to doing that. All right, you take care, dude.
See you later. I'm gonna go take a shit and have a shower and then go to sleep.
Like a good plan.
Fucking awesome, innit? See you
later.
later.
Drop me a text or something.
Will do.
Cool.
Much love,
Peace.
bro.